Good morning, everyone, and welcome again to the 2019 Women and Leadership Forum. Our first presenter will provide insight into how we can build effective relationships across generations. Please welcome Sheryl Williams.
My Generation. It's a song about young people trying to find their way in society, where they fit in. The song was released by the rock group The Who in 1965. I realized by telling you that information, I'm probably giving you a clue as to what my generation is. It's a classic complaint, generation to generation. They just don't get it. Our parents said it about us, and their parents said it about them. The notion that our perspective is shaped by the year of our birth is valid. It's valid because our perspective is shaped by our experiences and the environment in which we acquire them. So here's what the US workforce looked like in 2017, and this is based on the latest population data available accurately, right? This includes, gives you the opportunity to see what's happening with people moving in and out of the workforce. And this kind of represents what we saw here, right? You have a small percentage of individuals who are Generation Z, but an even smaller number who are part of the silent generation. But what you see is that the majority of the workforce is between the ages of 23 and 54. It's this dynamic that started this whole discussion about the gender divide. Organizations are trying to figure out what they're going to do with such diversity of perspective, what they're going to do in terms of how they hire, in terms of how they recruit, in terms of how they give recognition and rewards. That's what brought us here today. So again, we all have different definitions of what respect is, but we all want it. The other thing that we all value are leaders who listen to us, right? Leaders who have integrity and are trustworthy and are encouraging to us. Everybody wants a really great leader. We all value recognition. We want to be recognized for the work that we do, and we, most importantly, want the resources to be able to do that work. We all want to learn. We want to be taught what we need to know in order to do a good job. And we also want to know what it takes to get to the next level. Most importantly, we all want to feel valued. If you're the leader, you're setting the tone, and you need to understand that. Because people are going to do what they see you do versus what you say, right? So make sure you're doing and modeling the behavior that you want them to follow. There's much more change down the pike. The workforce has always evolved. It's going to continue to evolve. There are a lot of cultural and societal shifts. We have no idea where all of this is going. No one knows with certainty. Lots of predictions, right? We know the workforce is going to change. We already know millennials are the largest living generation. They've taken the baby boomer spot. You hear that, baby boomers? You're second for now. But you, baby boomers, are retiring at about 10,000 a day, I think the statistic shows, right? And when the data comes out in 2020, we'll see exactly what happened in 2019. But one thing's for sure, technology is going to change. This cell phone is my life. Now, it might change. I might have a life where I don't need a phone. I got an invisible screen in front of me, like in the sci-fi movies. I really would like that, actually, right? Where all I have to do is say something and it comes up. I would love that. Population is aging, but older people are staying in the workforce longer. And it's because, people love to say 30 is the new, well, maybe 50 is the new 30. But if 70 is the new 50, I'm going to stay around. I got years to go, right? People are also healthier. That's the reason why they're staying engaged, because they don't know what to do in retirement. Greater workplace diversity. With each subsequent generation, there's been greater diversity. Generation Z is going to be the most diverse we have ever seen. But diversity does not stop at age or cultural background. We are now seeing a discussion about diversity around gender, no longer binary. I am so, at this point, I don't even really know how to discuss that. But at some point, that's going to become standard. No longer male, female, there are going to be all these other boxes to check. I have to get myself up to speed because I got Generation Z, nieces and nephews, who are going to call me to task if I don't. One thing is for sure, things are going to evolve, and the only permanent is change. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.